For decades, Somalia meant pirates, civil war, famine, a byword for a failed state. But that story is changing. Imagine a country, scarred by its past, suddenly discovering a hidden fortune, billions, maybe trillions, in oil beneath its coastline. This isn't just about money, it's about rewriting a nation's destiny. For a country long reliant on aid, this kind of wealth could transform everything. Roads, schools, hospitals, jobs. Suddenly, Somalia is on the global energy stage, with everyone from Washington to Beijing watching closely. Some estimates suggest up to 40 billion barrels of oil could be waiting to be discovered, more than some established oil nations. Turkish exploration teams recently announced up to 20 billion barrels in just a couple of offshore blocks. This is the kind of news that shifts alliances and transforms economies overnight. But with opportunity comes risk. Finding oil is one thing, managing it is another. Will this black gold unite Somalia or deepen old divisions? The story is just beginning. Somalia's oil potential isn't new. Back in the 1950s, geologists saw the country's geology mirrored oil-rich Yemen and the Arabian Peninsula. By the 1980s, oil giants like Exxon, Shell, and BP were lining up, signing deals and mapping out promising blocks. Somalia seemed on the verge of joining the world's oil elite. But in 1991, civil war erupted. The government collapsed and oil companies fled, taking their valuable data with them. For 2 decades, Somalia's oil dreams were buried under conflict. The world moved on, and the contracts and seismic maps gathered dust in foreign archives. Somalia became defined by warlords, not oil. The promise of oil haunted the nation, a ghost of what could have been. While neighbors developed, Somalia was stuck in limbo. The Great Oil Awakening was put on indefinite hold, but the potential never disappeared. It just waited for a second chance. As peace slowly returned, Somalia's leaders knew they needed more than hope. They needed rules. They drafted a new petroleum law, signaling to the world they were serious about managing resources. The Somali Petroleum Authority was created to oversee the sector and build trust with investors. With legal reforms in place, Somalia could re-engage as a business partner, not a charity case. Technology had also leapt forward. Modern seismic surveys revealed even greater oil potential. Companies like Soma Oil and Gas returned, modeling billions of barrels in potential reserves. The combination of new laws and advanced tech reignited global interest. Somalia was no longer just hoping for a second chance. It was building one, law by law. The ghosts of the past were being replaced by real plans. The oil dream was alive again. Enter Turkey, a partner with deep ties to Somalia. In 2024, a landmark energy deal gave Turkey a leading role in unlocking Somalia's oil and gas. Turkey brought advanced drilling tech, investment, and experience, fast-tracking Somalia's oil ambitions. The Turkish National Oil Company, TPAO, sent its best drill ships to Somali waters. Critics say the deal favors Turkey, raising questions about whether Somalia gave away too much. But the partnership has made oil exploration real, not just theoretical. Turkish discoveries of up to 20 billion barrels have electrified the industry. The clock on Somalia's oil future is officially ticking. Oil could transform Somalia. Billions in revenue, new infrastructure, jobs, and energy independence. For the first time, Somalia could solve its own problems, funding schools, hospitals, and roads. The economic ripple effect would be huge, creating jobs across industries. But sudden wealth is dangerous. History is full of nations where oil brought corruption, inequality, and conflict. In Somalia's clan-based society, the question of who owns the oil is explosive. Competing claims and regional rivalries could turn oil into a flashpoint for violence. Without transparency and fair revenue sharing, oil could divide the nation further. The very wealth that could unite Somalia could also tear it apart. The stakes couldn't be higher. Oil is both a promise and a peril. Economists call it the resource curse, when oil wealth leads to less growth, more conflict, and weaker democracy. For every Norway, there's a Nigeria or Venezuela, where oil brought poverty and instability. Oil can hollow out other industries, making the economy dangerously dependent on a single resource. If prices crash, the whole country suffers. Oil wealth can also poison politics, breaking the link between government and citizens. Leaders may focus on controlling oil, not serving the people. Somalia must build strong, transparent institutions and a fair system for sharing revenue. Without this, oil will be a curse, not a blessing. The next year is critical. Drilling is about to begin. The moment of truth. If the wells are dry, the dream fades. But if oil flows, Somalia faces immense pressure to manage it wisely. Leaders must agree on revenue sharing, create sovereign wealth funds, and fight corruption. The challenge is monumental for a nation still healing from conflict. Somalia's oil is a story of hope, balanced on a knife's edge. It's a chance to break from the past and build a stable, prosperous future. But one wrong step could lead back to conflict and corruption. The world is watching, hoping Somalia can turn its buried treasure into a blessing. The future is unwritten, and it may be written in oil.